Should be live any second now.
Starting.
Hello people, it's me, Younger Bro, and we're back playing Pokemon Colosseum, the series that never seems to want to end. I am your host, Younger Bro, and like I said, I'm ready for it to end. But here's the thing, it's not going to end today. At this rate, if I don't do the 2-hour streams, that will start next week. The week of Colosseum is going to start next week. If I don't do that, then this series wouldn't get done until about episode 90 something, is what I'm estimating. Mostly it's because of Tyranitar. I have no idea how long he's going to take, because with the hard to purify shadow Pokemon, they're already purified, like Suicune, Entei, Raikou. And from what I hear, Metagross is also one of the hardest. I used a Time Flute for all of them. So they're all done. The one that's going to take up the most time for us will be Tyranitar. I'm hoping it's going to take around the same time as, say, Sunflora that we're using right now, but nah. But anyway, we're back to our regularly scheduled program. It's only going to be an hour today. It was only an hour and a half last time because what had happened was I had to go eat somewhere with the last stream, and we didn't want to leave the stream going, so I had to turn it off. I didn't feel like, you know, redoing that stream, making another part for it. So with the next episode, me and Older Bro decided that it just should go into the next episode for like an hour and a half. So that's what happened with the last stream. Let's hope I don't have any interruptions this stream. I might, because of family issues, but I'm not going to get into what those issues will be. Shadow Rush. Hey, Pam. But anyways, I got some things ready for the channel here in a couple months. I obviously pre-ordered the new Pokemon games. I pre-ordered Super Hyper Dimension Neptunia. I have no idea if I'm going to do a series on that or not.
Super Neptunia RPG. There's Super Neptunia, and then there's Hyper Dimension Neptunia, and then there's Mega Dimension Neptunia. Not the same.
I thought it was Super Hyper Dimension RPG.
No, it's Super Neptunia RPG. There's no hyper.
Oh, okay. So it's just Super Hyper RPG.
No. You keep taking the first. Super Neptunia.
Super
No.
Neptunia.
There's no hyper.
Okay.
There's no dimension. It's just
Super Neptunia RPG. And it seems like it's going to come out soon, because they have the case for it up on the wall in GameStop. And I wish the trailer or somewhere would tell me when it's coming out, because I'd like to mark it on my calendar so I can go pick it up.
June 20th.
June 20th?
I'm guessing because it's on Steam.
That's when it comes out on Steam?
Yeah. So I would assume it's also coming out in stores the same day.
Alright, well, I'll mark that on my calendar, June 20th, and I have to mark something for November 15th. Isn't that for Pokemon? And then I have the Kill la Kill game, which I'm definitely making a series on. I have no idea when that's coming out. Somewhere it said July or June. And I haven't seen it come out in June. And the trailer took out when it was gonna come out. So, I'm guessing, well, from what older bro tells me, is they might have some kind of problem, and so it's being backlogged a little bit. So I'm hoping it comes out soon.
Okay, I found the. Remember how I was trying to describe to you what this game was? Have you seen Octopath Traveler?
No.
Would you fucking watch trailers of games or know what they're like so I can describe to you what this game looks like?
I'm sorry that, whatever. Like, anyway, the Neptunia game that's coming out, I saw the trailer for that. Because, you know, I wanted to see when it would come out. It actually looks okay. Like,
yeah, but you saw the gameplay trailer. Not just
I didn't see the gameplay. I'm
Okay.
saving myself for the gameplay.
Okay.
The story itself, how the characters are going to look, I actually like it.
Okay, if you don't want to see the gameplay trailer, that's fine. There is one on Steam. Because I couldn't find one at all. But in trying to find the...
Honestly, I was hoping something like Hyper Dimension Neptunia on Steam. I was hoping for something like that. But it looks like it's going to be like a side-scroll battle type game.
Yeah, it's like an RPG. Like, it's very difficult for me to describe to you what an RPG is like if you don't know RPGs.
So, I'm gonna have to see what the heck I pre-ordered. Anyway, even though it's not the game I was expecting, I still wanted a Neptunia game because I've seen a little bit of the anime. I may have seen the first episode. You showed me the first episode. And I just wanted to play the game. Specifically, I wanted to do the 3 on Steam. I wanted to do those games. I can buy them now. But I don't think I'm going to buy them until they go on like a super sale. So I'm going to wait till around like Christmas time. So I can save money. But, I wanted to get a game like that for Neptunia. But looks like I'm going to have to wait longer. Because you say the next game is coming out, it's just not this game.
From what I have heard, there is a new one coming out. It's not this one, and I have not seen any information about it. I just know that from what I have seen, it should be coming out.
And there's so many other games I'm getting. Like, I'm getting, the last 2 Mortal Kombat games that came out. And I'm getting the last 2 Resident Evil games that came out. I hear another racing game for Crash is coming out. I thought it's a remake of a really good Crash game that I have, but it's not. It has like a similar name, but it's not the one I was expecting. Let's see. What else? I'm getting Persona Q2. I'm gonna get that at some point. And I'm gonna get Persona 5 on a PS4. I'm gonna get Far Cry 5. And I'm gonna get Assassin's Creed Origins. I'm not going to get Assassin's Creed Odyssey because it's basically the same game as Origins. I mean, I'll eventually get it, but I'm not going to get it with the money I'm going to receive, so. I'm also going to get a new PS4 controller and a Wi-Fi box for my 360 so I can buy DLC for the games I have. I'm going to buy Pokemon cards, and I'm going to see if Older Bro will let me do a box opening for our channel. What else? If there's any other games I'm getting, it might be Dragon Ball Fighters and all of its DLC. And definitely Dragon Ball World Mission. I'm getting all the Dragon Ball games. Speaking of Dragon Ball, tomorrow I'm going to go to GameStop and I'm going to buy all the DLC for Xenoverse 2. That way I can have that ready for you guys at some point. Since we're doing Xenoverse 1, I'll eventually do Xenoverse 2. Basically, I was going to have Xenoverse 2 be one of the last stream series for year of the Crimson, is what I'm calling it. But I think once I get all the DLC for it, I'm going to move it up. Because I want to get to play all the DLC content for you guys. But I probably won't go in blind. As soon as I get the DLC, I'm going to try to get everything there is for that DLC. And then once I've done basically everything for that game, I will completely restart it, erase the data, and play it from scratch for you guys. Because that's kind of how I want to do Xenoverse, but I don't know if I want to do that for Xenoverse 2, specifically for the figurines, the figure Colosseum. That takes Time Patrol medals, and those are kind of hard to come by if you don't buy them from the store, and I don't want to binge buy medals. I mean, the easiest way to get medals, and it's a pretty good way, basically keep getting Dragon Balls and keep summoning Shenron, because he'll keep giving you 200 Time Patrol medals. It's probably the easiest way, without paying money, to rack up Time Patrol medals. And, I won't do all the playthroughs for you guys. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do a Saiyan playthrough. But, to get the other skills, the other forms, I'm just gonna make separate accounts for each of the characters and get each of the forms. I'll tell you how to get them. Or maybe I'll just do like separate videos, or like a link video showing you how to get each of the skills. We'll see what happens. Sunflora is on the verge of being done. Definitely by the next battle, Sunflora is done. Yeah, I have a lot to figure out, guys. Oh, well, Sunflora is done because it just went into hyper mode. As soon as I call it, we'll switch Pokemon. Sweet. And also just binge defeating all of these Pokemon. My Umbreon is OP. My Umbreon is level 89. Just insane. Let's see how long Heracross takes to purify. I'd expect it to maybe take a bit of a while. Rain dance. And that won't matter, that won't do nothing to us. Gosh darn it. Critical hit. Sorry that I don't have much to say, guys. We're just purifying Pokemon again. We're 66 episodes in. Just horrible. Hello, friend in the chat. I saw the trailer this morning. Yes, I know all about the twin wolves that me and girl I like expected. I haven't messaged her about it, but I need to. Yeah, the new games are gonna look. They look good, but I can't say I like the box art on the covers because it looks so plain. Like, basically the kind of cover I want is like what X and Y did. X had a beautiful forest background behind the Pokemon, and Y had like a stormy cloud background, and that looked beautiful on the covers. Yeah, I know you know who I'm talking about because you already knew. But anyway, oh, hyper mode. Gotta remember about that. Oh my. All the vibrating of my phone. You better turn that off. Vibration off.
Yeah, you should.
And honestly, I thought I turned that off. I know it is. That's why it vibrated. Uh oh, stream lagging. That's better. Alright. Dang it. Would you... stupid phone. My phone tilted the camera, and so I couldn't see the chat. Does that to me a lot. Okay, number 59. Now, Heracross is next. Okay, I just want to make sure I actually did switch Pokemon. Yeah, the weird thing is, on my screen over here, it said we had no drop frames, and we had a 1 second moment or more, like maybe 10-second moment, where the stream was iffy. But anyways, the new games. Let's see. This is spoiler alert. I like the new Seed Pokemon. I thought it was adorable, as well as the sheep that they have coming out. The sheep or lamb or whatever Pokemon it is adorable, and I think it's better than Mareep ever could be. Unless they screw up its evolutions, if it has evolutions. And then I saw the alligator snapping turtle. I'm like, that's what a river Pokemon should look like. And then I see, I'm assuming, then I see a Raven Pokemon, and I'm like, I need that. That is going to be my second party Pokemon right there. Until I get the legendary, and then it'll become my third. Like, Sword, we don't know the names of the legendaries yet, so I'm going to call them Sword. Sword is probably my favorite of the two Twin Wolves. And then it'd go Shield. But I do admit, Shield does look cool, but Sword, he reminds me of Wolf Link from Twilight Princess, so that's why I kind of like him more.
I think they're both complete garbage.
Yeah, Older Bro was not too happy with their designs. Honestly, I did think the Shield one was weird. Like, it had a beard for a shield. I'm like, that's cool, but I'm also like, why? But I love the colors. I like the colors on them.
Yeah, I definitely don't. I think they should have, because they're going way too. Their entire color scheme is, hey, it's Britain, so we have to use the Union Jack colors on them. So they have to be red, white, and blue. And I'm like, no, that's fucking stupid.
I didn't care about that.
Yeah.
But
as soon as I saw their color scheme, I was like, oh, this is fucking stupid.
But I will admit, I know they're supposed to be twin wolves, but I was expecting one wolf to have a blue body and the other one to have a red.
Yeah,
and that didn't happen.
Well,
I'm like, they're both blue.
If they actually wanted to do it in a way that would be... What they should have done is triplet wolves. They should have done one that was blue, one that was red,
and in that trailer, it seems like there's a third legendary, obviously. But what is it going to be? That's what I'm really wanting to know.
They have a sword and a shield. What the hell else can they do as a third form of that?
Bow and arrow?
Very stupid, but sure. They've already gone down the hill of swords and shields, so fucking why not? But yeah, they should have done one that's blue, one that's red, and one that's white. Because that's the point of the Union Jack, is that each color represents a country. So they could have just one that was England, one that was Scotland.
I will probably expect the third one to be white in some form of way. Yeah. But I don't know if it's going to be a wolf or not.
Yeah.
If it's going to be a wolf, it's probably going to be the mother or father of both of them.
Yeah, and then I'm not going to be happy with that. I'm already not happy because it looks like they're going to do another Sun and Moon where the legendaries evolve. And I'm like, no, that's fucking stupid. Legendaries have never evolved and never should evolve.
No,
that
I
was
don't.
always the point.
I don't think they're going to go back to that for a while.
I hope not, but they look so similar that it's. I think at this point it's like inevitable.
No, I think, well, like I said, I think they're just twins and they just were made that way.
Yeah.
Because it's like a yin-yang thing.
Sure, but again, they could just. They could still do that, and they didn't have to look that similar. But whatever.
But anyways, if it was going to be an evolution legendary, they would have showed a pre-evolution or...
No, they wouldn't have. They did not do that with Soyaleo Lunala. Until
They did that with Cosmo.
They didn't in the trailers.
Not in the
to
trailer,
begin. That's what
but
I'm
they
saying.
showed Cosmo.
They showed them existing, but this is the first trailer. Like,
But
that's the point.
I'm saying they're not going to do evolution for these legendaries.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
They should.
I don't know.
They should. Yeah.
Like I said, I think it's just going to be a twin thing. They're just twin wolves.
I think Pokemon needs to be able to be a bit more fluid than it is. Like Pokemon adds like the idea with like the idea for legendaries to evolve. They tested that in Sun and Moon, and there was decent backlash against that because of the fucking tradition that they were throwing out of legendaries never evolve because they don't change.
To be fair, I don't get angry with this stuff like older bro does.
Well, I don't want to say I get angry about it. It's just that, like, there are just some decisions that they make that I just don't understand. Some of them that are just so basic ideas that I'm like,
Here's the
why
way
are
I
you
see it.
doing this?
Here's the way I see it. It's Pokemon. You will never understand.
Yeah, but that's the problem. I should be able to understand them. That their designs, their ideas shouldn't be so out there that I just can't comprehend them.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
most of the time they're not. Mostly, their decisions make sense to me.
I mean, when Mega Evolutions came out, I did not like that. However, after
Yeah.
battling with them and constantly being around them, I started to like them
Yeah,
more.
I never had a problem with Mega Evolutions. I thought it was fine. My problem with Mega Evolutions was when they gave Mega Evolutions to things that didn't fully evolve. Because that was the whole point of Mega Evolution. Give this thing a Mega form because we want to do more with it, but it's already evolved twice and we've put a hard cap on it. They made that a rule that Pokemon can't evolve a third time. So that was my understanding of Mega Evolutions. That it was something that any third form could get. But then they made it for any Pokemon. And so I'm like, okay, so any Pokemon can Mega Evolve now. And if you're going to do that, that's fine. But then make it that. Make it that Mega Evolution is any Pokemon. That means that if Tyranitar can Mega Evolve, so can
Pupitar.
Larvitar and Pupitar. Because it's a...
And I wouldn't like that.
Yeah, I would like that more, because that's the idea. The whole point of Mega Evolution now is that it's more like Primal. They started with Mega Evolution and turned it into Primal.
Honestly, I like your idea. Like, I'd rather have normal Pokemon have Mega Evolutions, and then Legendary Pokemon have Primal.
Yeah, if they were gonna do... yeah, that's something that I actually am not okay with that. Like, that's stupid.
Like,
If
that
because their entire argument is the reason Primal is different than Mega Evolution is that Primal is legendaries because legendaries don't have trainers and can Mega Evolve in the wild. And therefore it has to not be Mega Evolution. It has to be different.
But here's the thing.
So then why the fuck is Rayquaza Mega?
Yeah, why isn't that Primal?
Yeah,
they couldn't
that's
give
what pisses me
him
off.
a Emerald Stone or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, so he can only Mega Evolve with a human. He can't do that on his own. Fucking what?
I mean, there are some Pokemon that can Mega Evolve without a trainer, but
Yeah,
that's
but then
usually
what's the
only
point
in
of
an anime.
Yeah, then what's the point of Primals? If the whole point is that Mega Stones are... If Mega Stones are trainer specific and a trainer has to be there, then what the fuck's the point of them if you're just gonna make it so they don't need that? What's the point of that caveat? Just make it Primal. Just make it that sometimes Pokemon revert to their more wild form that is stronger than their base form, but harder to control. Just make basically, Primal is shadow form without the corruption.
Yeah.
And I like that. Why don't they just fucking do that?
Yeah, and give Lugia a freaking Primal form, please.
Give Primal... If they remake... Okay, they're gonna remake Gen 4. When they remake Gen 4...
Primal Lugia better be freaking Shadow Lugia.
No. What I'm saying is, when they remake Gen 4, if they do not make Primal Dialga, if they make it fucking Mega Dialga, I will be actually pissed at them.
Yeah!
They already fucking have Primal Dialga. It's already a thing. So just fucking do it.
Yeah, that one would actually piss me off more than them not making the Primal Lugia, Shadow Lugia.
Yeah.
Like, if Primal Dialga exists, that's Red Rescue Team, right?
Primal Dialga exists in Time, Darkness, and Sky.
Oh, Time, Darkness, and Sky.
All
okay,
three of them
that game.
Primal Dialga.
Yeah, if they do not make Primal Dialga, I will be mad.
Dialga, I will actually I don't want to say I'll boycott the game because I don't think I'll go that far, but I will actually be pissed at them because that would be the stupidest possible fucking thing they could do.
What you would do is you do a playthrough of Sky, and then once you got to Primal Dialga, me and you would just stare at it for hours.
Yeah, I just look at it and be like, hey look, it's Primal Dialga.
Wait a minute, some don't look right.
No, sorry, it's Mega Dialga now, you piece of shit. No. I'm still upset that they did, okay, I'm not upset by this. I'm actually happy with this. But I like the fact that in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, they made Primal Groudon. Because that basically connects with the movie where they tried to I tried to make a Groudon and they basically made corrupted Primal Groudon. So I'm like, perfect! They made that even more canon now! Beautiful!
Yeah.
I love when they do that stuff. Because I like that.
But it would be cool if you could actually catch that specific Groudon.
It basically is. That's the point. The way I see it, Primals have existed for a long time. These Pokemon are basically Primal Pokemon. The difference is that Team Cypher and Team Snag'em do not understand how to actually make them Primal correctly. So they just forced them to become Primal and corrupted them, basically. So they're a corrupted Primal form. That's what these are. And they have continued that throughout the entire series. They have always had this idea of just the evil teams are trying to corrupt the Pokemon to make them stronger. And then Primals come out and just say, no, they can just do that on their own. You didn't have to corrupt them.
Yeah, with Primal Groudon Kyogre, I think basically their power was dormant. That's why they haven't showed it.
Yeah,
in
and that's
such
the thing.
a long
It's
time.
always about the stones or whatever. It's tapping into your primal nature.
Well, in the anime, it don't show them getting stones.
Yeah, but it's.
Well, then again, I haven't seen anything for Omega Ruby or Alpha Sapphire in the anime.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Primal Groudon and Kyogre in the Hoopa movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's when they made their introduction into the anime.
Probably. Because at the time, weren't they in Sun and Moon when Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came out?
Sun and Moon came out like a year after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
Okay, so they were in the middle of X and Y. Gen.
Yeah.
Yeah, there wouldn't really have been a good time to bring in Poe and stuff. Because it just wouldn't have fit within X and Y.
Yeah, that's why they put them in the Hoopa movie.
Yeah,
that way they can show them battling Hoopa.
They wanted to show them off, but couldn't fit them in the anime. So I bet they're probably not. But yeah. No, I don't usually get super angry at Pokemon. It baffles me on some of their stupid decisions sometimes. I just don't understand why you're doing it this way when you could just do it this other, easier way that would make more sense.
Yeah. But they're Pokemon. They can do whatever.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Pokemon is one of the biggest series in the world.
History.
It is definitely the biggest collectible animal creatures series.
Oh yeah, like I'm getting me some Pokemon cards soon, so.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, who are their competitors? Digimon's basically bankrupt. Like, they still
And
make games.
Yokai is
they're
basically their competitors within themselves.
Yokai Watch was Professor Layton company saying we want to make a Pokemon game, and it's good, but it's the new Digimon. It's good, and I'd say it's better than Digimon, but it still doesn't compete with them.
I need to get a Yokai Watch game,
Yeah.
but I don't know when I'm going to get
Didn't
one.
they stop releasing Yokai Watch games in the US because they literally couldn't get a market for them?
No.
Because I know some of the games didn't release here.
Oh, I don't know how far along they are.
Yeah.
But I know we can get Yokai Watch 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think they said they weren't releasing 3, but I'm not certain.
If they don't release 3, me and a certain other someone's gonna be a bit angry. Like, I don't play Yokai Watch yet.
Yeah.
But I want to.
But who's their other? Yeah, and who's their other competitors? Anyways, going to Pokemon, the only other competitors they have is Ni no Kuni.
Or maybe Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, but Yu-Gi-Oh hasn't made many games. Like Yu-Gi-Oh basically, I don't want to say Yu-Gi-Oh's died off because it's still around.
It's definitely an anime competitor.
Yeah, it competes in terms of anime, but it doesn't even compete well with Pokemon.
No, not really. I'd
Yu-Gi-Oh
rather watch Pokemon.
Yu-Gi-Oh's just like Digimon. It's kind of fallen off the face of the earth. Like, it exists, but it's very low-key. It's not in the mainstream. And again, the only other game that's even close to mainstream is Ni no Kuni, which is also made by Professor Layton Company.
I also think, like, if we want to still go into creatures, maybe Fossil Fighters, but they don't even get, like, top.
Yeah, and
5.
and literally that's just Pokemon, but only the fossils.
But to be fair, like, okay, the first 2 Fossil Fighter games were good. Like,
Yeah, but
really good. I almost went back and played number 2, but then I got into another game, Open Season.
yeah.
Then the third one came out. I pre-ordered that. Like, I thought it was going to be really good. And then it's like a long play. Like, it takes a while to get to the story.
Yeah, they expanded the game.
And it's so much harder to get the fossils to 100% because they don't keep the tradition where you just take the fossils out of a dig site and you have to go back to a lab and dig them in there. No, you have to do it from the rock right there, and it's so much harder because it's so much more realistic, and I like that, and I also don't like that. Like, it's just it takes a long time to lead up to where you want to go. Where I'm at right now is I have to do some kind of Colosseum battle, and I have to dig up more dinosaur bones just to beat it, because I think I'm stuck there. Because they make the battles harder, too.
Yeah.
Like, the new system, I barely understand. And also, it's not even all of your dinosaurs anymore. You have teammates. And it's their dinosaurs, not yours, except for one. And the only one you ever want to use is the main dinosaur you get, which is like a robotic T-Rex, which is freaking awesome. I love the look of it. But that's basically the only one you ever want to use.
Yeah. But yeah, like...
But to be fair, I'd use that robotic T-Rex so much.
Yeah.
Like, I would constantly use it if I had a choice between any of them.
But yeah, I would say though that that series is about at the same level as Yokai Watch. It's decently popular, but it still isn't Pokemon popular.
Yeah, and it's not. What pains me is Fossil Fighters ain't even as popular as Yokai. Yokai beats it a little bit.
Yeah, but it's on the same tier. Like, it's not too much lower than Yokai Watch.
No,
it's not like,
but
it's
it
not
is
obscure as heck.
But sadly, it is lower by the world standards.
Yeah.
It's lower than Yokai
but
Watch.
yeah, like, but that's the thing. Like, Nintendo is like, the Pokemon series is such a driving force. Like, they literally steal concepts from Digimon, and no one cares. Like,
yeah.
like,
And here's why.
Mega Evolution,
Because it's Pokemon.
Exactly. Mega Evolutions came out in Pokemon years ago.
Well,
Like,
Primal.
Digimon. Yeah. Mega Evolutions came out for Digimon years ago, and
They dropped it, right?
well, no, they didn't drop it. It's still there. It's just a very minor thing.
Ah.
In Digimon, Digimon has more tiers than Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon has the base tier, the first
Middle.
evolution and second evolution.
Yeah.
Digimon has 2 baby forms that go before.
Yeah, and I think that's what I kind of hate about Digimon is that the levels go on and on and on and on.
I wouldn't say.
I mean,
yeah,
I like some of the forms. I like,
yeah.
especially if it's like Greymon and
Yeah.
that thing fully evolved.
Digimon has.
But then there are
yeah.
just some that I just hate.
Yeah. Digimon's problem is it has the same fundamental faults as Pokemon, but worse.
Yeah.
That Pokemon, you can say, oh, it has too many levels to it. It's got the normal level, the first evolved form, the second evolved form. It's got Mega Evolution. It's got
but not
Legendaries
all
and
of them
Mythicals,
have
it's got Ultra Beasts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
and
all
has
of them
some
have a
babies.
Mega Evolution.
Yeah, but you're right. Most forms don't have all that. It's usually they all have 3 levels except for Legendaries, Mythicals, and Ultra Beasts. Except for the Mythicals and Ultra Beasts.
And I don't even know what to call Ultra Necromza. Like,
It's a legendary.
it's a legendary.
Here's the
But-
thing. Ultra Beasts aren't Mythicals. They
No,
are
no,
legendaries.
there are a
another
Pokemon
universe's
from
Pokemon.
yeah.
Like, literally,
Well-
some of the Pokemon, even some of the Ultra Beasts say that they are very common in their universe. So they're basically just normal Pokemon.
Yeah, and
but
from what
Necromza
I
is-
understand is Guzzlord is their legendary.
Guzzlord is a legendary, Necromza is a
That
legendary.
Necromza is not even an Ultra Beast. That is a legendary Pokemon.
Yeah.
They have said that.
Yeah, it's not a, yeah. It's
And-
not a, it's the same thing as Solgaleo and Lunala. Solgaleo and Lunala are legendaries, but in lore they say they might also be Ultra Beasts. But
I could consider Cosmog and Cosmoem Ultra Beasts.
yeah.
And then they just evolve into legendary Pokemon.
Well, no, that's the thing. It's in lore they're not sure if Cosmog is from our universe or the Ultra Beast universe. They don't know. They just they classify it as a Pokemon, but they're like, it can open Ultra Wormholes and only Ultra Beasts can do that. So we think it might be an Ultra Beast, but it lives here, and we've never seen any in the Ultra Wormholes that we know of. So it's like, we don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
if with
But yeah.
Cosmog.
But yeah, no, but Pheromosa is not a legendary. In lore, it's like a normal Pokemon.
Yeah, Pheromosa, Buzzwole, all of the
Yeah,
ones
Buzzwole.
except Guzzlord are normal Pokemon. But I don't know about Poipole. From what I understand is Poipole is at least an extremely rare Pokemon.
I think Poipole is their version of like Tyranitar. Like it's their like reptile rare Pokemon.
And it's pretty good looking Pokemon, especially the shiny. I love the shiny. When
Yeah,
they had the event for Shiny Poipole, I was on it.
I would disagree, but I agree that I like the shiny. I think they should have switched the color scheme. I think the shiny should have been the normal color, and the normal should have been the shiny color.
Well, the shiny, basically they had it white just to make you want the shiny more than
Well,
the
yeah,
normal.
yeah, I do not like the color scheme of the normal. It clashes so much.
And the way I see it, guys, is basically I don't care what the shiny Pokemon looks like as long as I get it. I don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, I do not like the normal colors. Plus what's Poipole's evolution's name?
I can't even
Nagandalil or
I can't even pronounce it.
yeah, Nagandalil or something, whatever.
No, I don't even think it has an L in it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the only
I know
name.
I know I know
Nagan-
it starts with an N, I think.
It's Nagan something. I don't know.
Naganic Dragon or something.
I don't know. But yeah, that thing.
That thing
is literally just a combination of other Pokemon.
That thing is a literal beast. Like
Yeah,
it is awesome looking.
Yeah, I don't like it because the problem is it is literally copy pasted Zekron's head, and its body is literally the body of a Digimon. And I've literally I put side by side pictures of the Digimon
Yeah, and
whose body it's literally copied.
And you showed me that.
It is a monster of like copy paste.
It's
So-
a monster clusterfuck.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I think they should have redesigned it, but that's beside the point.
But no, like Poipole.
Poipole's design I like overall.
I love it.
I think
So
they should
cute.
have altered its color scheme, but like its design, I think is fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. What was I saying? But yeah, anyways. Yeah, Pokemon has just those forms. It has 3 tiers. It's either baby, normal, and evolution 1, or normal, evolution 1, evolution 2. And then the legendaries and mythicals and ultra beasts that mostly don't evolve. Like,
Yeah.
Digimon. Oh boy, is it a clusterfuck. They have
That is a long list.
They have baby. Here's how many forms your evolution line in Digimon can have. It can have one baby 1, one baby 2, as many rookies as you want, and rookie is their base form.
Jesus.
As the it has a champion. It has an ultimate, and champion and ultimate are evolution 1 and evolution 2.
To be
It
fair,
can
I
have
was
a
fine.
mega
Yeah.
evolution, and they literally mean evolution, not a temporary thing. It is a permanent evolution. And then they have an ultra evolution. So ultra beasts weren't even original to Pokemon. They were from Digimon too, and
However-
they evolved from megas.
However, Ultra Beasts are their own Pokemon themselves.
Yeah, Pokemon did Ultra different than Digimon did.
And I'm happier with what Pokemon did.
I like the concept that Pokemon did. I don't like the execution of it, because I think most of the Ultra Beasts are just literally Digimon in their design. There are some exceptions, but I think most of them just look like the Digimon, like Bandai made them. And it's like, I don't.
My top 3 like Ultra Beasts are Poipole. Poipole is definitely number 1.
Poipole's good.
Number 2 is the first Ultra Beast that showed up in the story, the Nagalio, or I can't pronounce it. The one that
yeah.
looks like a jellyfish.
Yes, that one looks very Pokemon-like, and
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
And then Zergatry. I loved Zergatry, especially its shiny.
Yeah, Zergatry I think Zergatry was a bit over-designed, but it was fine. It wasn't as bad as others. Guzzlord was pretty good design as well, but it was slightly.
I would have had maybe Kartana as number 3, but the reason why I didn't have Kartana as my number 3 is because that little pest is annoying.
Yeah.
Like, they have you catch like 7, 8 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can't even get rid of them unless you Wonder Trade them.
Yeah.
And then, one time, I actually Wonder Traded my Kartana. Wonder Traded it once, and then literally the next Wonder Trade, I got the same Kartana back.
Yeah.
That's how much people do not want Kartana.
Yeah.
If I don't even, I do have a shiny one. My friend gave me a shiny one, but
You edited the stop watching.
just
Yeah. I'm gonna get back to yelling at Digimon in a second. I will say though, if there are any Ultra Beasts that I actually don't like, it's Stakataka, and that's just because it's not a Pokemon. It's literally just one of the things out of Breath of the Wild. It does not.
yeah.
It's
It
not a
looks
Pokemon.
like
It looks like a Zelda thing.
It looks like a freaking Guardian
Yeah.
from Zelda.
Yeah, I'm like, no. Like, I like this design, and you should absolutely pass this along to the Zelda team. But, no, this is not a Pokemon. Please remove it from Pokemon.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Guardians got a hold of the Sheikah Slate and put it in its center.
Yeah. Literally, it looks like, the eyes inside it look like something out of, Wind Waker. It looks like the thing on the ghost ship. I'm like, okay, somebody played too much Zelda before designing this thing.
And that's why I love it. And I can't even say I hate it.
I don't think it's a bad design. It's just not a Pokemon.
It just shouldn't fit in the Pokemon.
Yeah, it's not
I
a-
get
it's
I
not
get
a
where that's
Pokemon.
coming from, but I think
Right.
they literally made that Pokemon just to reference Breath of the Wild.
I guess, but I don't think that's a good design. I don't think that's a good decision to make. Like, it's not a good reason to make a Pokemon. Just to be like, hey, here's Zelda. Play that game. Like, it's. If you've run out of ideas and have to literally copy from another franchise to try to come up with a new idea, I don't think that should be supported. I don't agree with that. But yeah, I don't. I love it. Again, I love its design. It's just not a Pokemon.
It does not deserve to be in Pokemon lore.
That's my problem with most of the Ultra Beasts. I'm like, these are fine designs. They're just Digimon. And if you put them in the Digimon world, they would fit perfectly. But they don't fit as a Pokemon because most of them aren't designed to look like Pokemon. And that's the point.
Yeah,
like,
that was
lore,
supposed to be the
reason.
Yeah, that was supposed to be the point. They were supposed to be
it's
Pokemon.
Another universe. And if they announced that they bought Digimon and that they literally are Digimon, I'd be like, cool, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, they just got Digimon and caught them with Pokeballs in another dimension.
And again, that's the problem. You're just not Pokemon. But again, going back to punching Digimon for a minute. Digimon isn't even, like, the real problem with Digimon is if they had that many forms, that wouldn't be a problem. If they had one Baby 1 and one Baby 2 and one Rookie and one Champion and one Ultimate and one Mega and one Ultra, that'd be 7 forms, but okay, whatever, you can, like, that's fun.
I feel like these should just be discussion streams now.
Yeah, they are. But that's not even all of it. The other problem is Digimon does not have a cap on the number of evolutions you can have. What I mean by that is you'll have one baby and then have one Baby 2. That Baby 2 can become as many rookies as it wants, and those rookies can become as many champions as they want. And then those champions can basically become as many, I've forgotten the other one, ultimates as they want. So the evolution trees for Digimon will sometimes go 1, 1, 12, 36.
Yeah, and like I said, I like Pokemon's like 3 system to 4 system better.
Because
it's limited and simple.
Yeah.
Unlike Digimon, where they have a family tree of that consists of just one Pokemon.
And they change it almost every generation. Like, they can just literally be, well, like, they don't have generations, but you know, their evolutions can just change. So sometimes a Pokemon or a Digimon might evolve into a rookie, might evolve into a champion, and then the next game it just won't. It's not possible. It'll evolve into something else. It's like,
why? Why not keep them?
Like, as opposed to, on the other hand, Pokemon I wish would be a bit more fluid. Like, I don't want them to, what I'm saying is I don't want them to just randomly change the evolution tree whenever they want. But I'm saying when they make a design decision in Pokemon, when they're trying something out, like with Solgaleo and Lunala, and evolving a legendary.
Yeah.
When they made that decision and realized that that was a bad decision, I wish they would have just changed the evolution tree. Make Solgaleo and Lunala not evolve from Cosmog and Cosmoem. Just change the
what
evolution.
I was expecting is Cosmog was going to be the 3rd legendary when it first came out. I thought he was going to be 3rd legendary and he's going to get his own game.
Yeah.
No, they threw Necromza in there.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, okay, so we're going to get like another Pokemon Black kind of thing.
I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting more.
And then
like,
they made Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. I'm like, why?
Yeah. I was expecting more like.
It's basically
Manaphy.
Black and White all over again. They made Black and White too.
Yeah. I was expecting more of a Manaphy situation where Solgaleo and Lunala could have eggs and they would be Cosmog, and Cosmog could evolve, but they didn't become Solgaleo and Lunala ever. Like, I was expecting them to do something like that, and I would have been fine with that, because we have tradition on that. Like, again, we have Manaphy giving birth to Phione, but Phione can never become Manaphy.
Yeah, that's something I'd expect.
That's what I was expecting with Cosmog. But no, it just becomes the legendary, and I'm like, but that's not what legendaries do.
Yeah.
Like, again, that's what Ultra Beasts do when they're not legendaries.
Yeah. And also, is Phione even a mythical or is it a legendary? Because
Manaphy's a mythical, and Phione, I believe, is listed as a mythical because the only way to get it is to have Manaphy. So the argument is it's mythical by proxy. But in terms of like...
But yeah, they never had an event for Phione, technically.
because you don't need one.
No, and
you can just breed it.
What really hurt me, they put them on the card, they put them on Manaphy's limited edition 20th anniversary card.
Yeah.
But they didn't have one for Phione. They didn't have one in the same box as Manaphy. All they did was put Phione on the Manaphy card.
Yeah.
I was like, no, Phione needs its own box to itself, and they didn't do that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I do like it. Like, I have no problem. I have no problem with Phione, and I have no problem with it existing.
Fione!
Oh yeah, the bad thing is that's its official pronunciation.
And that pisses me off. No.
Yeah, just like Regice, the we don't fucking understand our own damn naming convention.
And that pisses me off too.
Yeah.
I mean, the way it's spelled
it is.
in the game, I can see why it's called Regice.
I get why they pronounce it that way, but
it's
never,
Regice.
Like the funny
I've
thing is,
never.
Okay, so you know the original was dubbed by Warner Brothers or Kids WB, that group.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same group who did the original like One Piece, the one that everyone doesn't like because it cut stuff and
Yeah.
or 4Kids. That's the name I'm thinking.
4Kids.
Yeah. I have never agreed with them more than when they said, no, this is fucking stupid, we're gonna call it Regice. Because that fucking makes sense. They are all Reggies. And it's Reggie, and it's type. Yeah. Reggie Ice, Reggie Rock, and Reggie Steel.
I think it was the Lucario movie. Even in the Lucario movie, when they're in the tree.
Yes. They still pronounce
they called it Reggie Ice.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That was before the Pokemon Company just started doing all the dubbing themselves. Those movies were still dubbed by 4Kids. So that's why they're pronounced that way. And then they came out with that app because they knew
the
people
Pokédex
still remembered those old names and wanted to say, no,
and
you're wrong. And it's like, okay, I don't care.
And I need to get those two
You're
apps
stupid.
back. I need to get those two back.
Yeah. Like, unknown.
Unknown E.
Which is so fucking stupid. It's spelled that way. And I agree that based on spelling, that should be on how it's pronounced.
Unknown.
But it's always been pronounced up till then unknown. Not unowned. It's like, oh.
Honestly, I think they just said it like that in
Yeah.
the Pokédex because it's faster.
No.
Unknown.
They
Unknown.
specifically
Unknown.
put all those pronunciations in purposely, the way they were, to tell people they've been wrong or something.
But,
and that's not to say the ones that they've changed, like Arceus, or Arceus, which was changed to Arceus because in Britain, arse means ass.
Yeah.
So
It's
they were literally
Arceus.
like, hey, maybe we shouldn't call this Pokemon literally ass. So they changed it.
I alternate pronouncing Arceus. I go from Arceus, Arceus.
Yeah, plus Arceus makes more sense because you're literally calling it the god Pokemon. So
Arc.
putting Arc in its
Yeah,
name is
because
literally
Arc
just
of
a
the
biblical
Covenant.
parallel. So
Yeah.
it makes fucking sense to say that.
But I think ever since I played Platinum, I think I always called it Arceus.
Yeah, it's...
But yeah, it's a biblical reference, and I love that.
Rayquaza, or whatever, which was changed to Rayquaza because
Rayquaza.
it makes fucking sense, since it's a Quasar. So why the fuck wouldn't you pronounce it Quaz?
Yeah. Yeah, it's so stupid how to pronounce Pokemon names, especially some of the Ultra Beasts. Like you, it
Would you
really,
go in a third time?
yeah, it really goes off the tongue. I can just get out.
I was just like what?
Like as soon as it hits an hour, I can just back.
But yeah, like I don't know. Again, I don't disagree with most of the name pronunciations of Pokemon. It's just those ones that like we've been
Really
trained
roll off
up
the
till
tongue.
now for our entire young life. We were trained exactly how to pronounce these names from the anime, and then it turns out the Pokemon Company just disagrees.
No.
Fuck that.
Fione!
Yeah.
That one
Fuck
was the
Fione.
most stupid.
Yeah.
Fione was the most stupid.
That is the stupidest one. Because it's just... Because when 4Kids pronounce it, it's just Phione. It's very short. And then they're like, no, it has a third fucking, like, word in there. Fione. It's like, oh.
Yeah, no.
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 Yeah, like, it can be as right as you want, Pokemon, but I don't care. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Like, I'm still gonna call it Phione. I'm still gonna call them Unknown. I'm still gonna call it fucking Regice. Because it is fucking stupid to not be that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like, if you could convince me to say any of them the way they want it maybe would be Regice, because I can see that they took out one I
Yeah.
to make it Regice.
Yeah, when I was going through and doing the the like changes that I was doing to Pokemon, I added another I just to fuck that. And
Yeah.
Just to tell them to fuck up.
Reggie
Reggie
Ice.
I will put a second I in there just so it has to be pronounced Reggie Ice because fuck you.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
Pokemon is Pokemon. Pokemon is great, but it also can be dumb as shit.
Here's the thing. Pokemon is great. I like Pokemon. And it is because I like Pokemon that I yell at Pokemon so much for their stupid decisions.
Their stupidity.
Here's the thing. It's the same thing for Digimon. I have never played Digimon. The only game I've ever played of theirs was a racing game. And I don't count that because it'd be like saying I've played Mario and the only game I've ever played is Mario Kart. It doesn't fucking
I never knew any Digimon games existed, but I've seen Digimon Champions, the anime.
Yeah.
It was good.
Digimon, I've never seen the anime for Digimon, except for, like, choice times when I've, like, seen clips of it, but I've never watched the anime. However, I like their designs from Gen 1.
Oh yeah,
Gen
Gen 1
was
Digimon were great.
Gen 1, the original Digimon, I love. Especially the rookies. Why? Because they look like Pokemon. And I don't mean to say that to say I like them because they are Pokemon. I mean that in Gen 1 Digimon, they were much more reserved. They were like Pokemon. They designed the Digimon very specifically. They were very simple, and they were well designed. And then, ever since then, they've just been like, throw more fucking iron plates on them. Give them more guns. Just make them more metal. And it's like,
Yeah. No.
it loses the point. They are over-designed. Simplify them down. Give it a core concept and build off that slightly, not, let's just make it fucking thousands and thousands of guns. Digimon literally is, Digimon is not popular, or not as popular anymore, because, well, first off, because they don't understand that the...
Off how I want.
Okay, we're back.
Well, it says reconnection successful. I'm gonna wait till my stream continue. There it is. Sorry about that. Literally, as I was just about to end the stream,
Yeah.
it was gonna try to end it for me. But anyway, like and subscribe, comment to our videos. We do read them, and I will see you guys in the next Pokemon Colosseum video. Goodbye.
Pokemon's great. Digimon's not terrible. It could be better.
Yep.